At this point in gaming, it's very lucrative to hate on Xbox. If you don't believe me, you can ask all the profiles dedicated to hate on whatever Xbox does. Look at how many YouTube channels and how many YouTube videos does well when they hate on Xbox. We even had Dreamcast guy admitting live on screen in 4K saying that here what his Xbox hate videos does so well that he can pay for all his meth. You remember when Paris said that? Paris calls Dreamcast guy a grifter who purposely makes negative videos for engagement and views so he can pay the bills and to support his meth habit.
Right? Okay. So then, now, when does crack? Now, so the cocaine's happening. When does that crack come into play for you?
That was one of the best interviews I ever had. So yes, if it is you want your channel to grow, all you have to do is hate on Xbox. And now there are some ponies who are finally starting to understand that if Microsoft goes away, how would they make their money?
If they left gaming, what would we talk about?
Nothing!
Great question, man. I don't know. Damn it, I have no choice but to start talking about Nintendo. And Microsoft, if there's one reason I don't want you to leave gaming, it's because of that, man. I can't do it.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
If that's all that's left. I mean, we could talk about Sony, but
you won't, because that don't make money, and that was a fast way to get you to lose your subscribers. If you talk anything negative about Sony, you will lose your subscribers and lose your money. So yes, you just heard this guy admit that the reason why he wants Microsoft to stay in the console business is not because he cares about gaming and he would like as much competition in gaming to keep the rest of consoles in check. No, it's not like he cares about the developers who would lose their job and or other Microsoft employees that will lose their job if it is Microsoft closes the hardware business. No, he didn't say that. That is why he wanted them to stay in. He wants Microsoft to stay in the console business, or Xbox to stay in the console business, because it makes him money. He can always get some bad stories to pay his rent. So this is what we are saying. These guys ain't gamers. These guys, I have consistently said I don't want Sony to get out of gaming because competition is good all around. But this is just another pony we caught. Today, however, we are going to address what some of these PlayStation fans are talking about on Twitter. You see, these guys are talking about Helldivers 2 sales and how it did not chart in August for Xbox consoles. We'll also talk about how some PlayStation fans are saying, wow, Microsoft lost over $350 million. That is a sign that it's the end of Xbox. We'll also talk about that. So sit back and relax and let's get it.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. So as we continue the video, guys, do your boy a favor and hit that like and subscribe button so that we can reach the 5,000 subscribers. Of course, you get some of the best Xbox content this side of the internet. We sprinkle some Nintendo news there. We talk about PlayStation and we discipline these ponies out here. So if this type of content interests you, consider hitting the like and subscribe button today. Now let's get back to the video. So if it is you go on Twitter at this moment, you would see a lot of PlayStation Twitter followers, yes, ponies. They are tweeting that here what? Microsoft lost over 300 million by putting Call of Duty day and date onto Game Pass. And they are saying, wow, Microsoft is so stupid to do that. Game Pass is not sustainable, and so forth and so on. Now, my thought is this, that if Microsoft is willing to take a hit on their biggest franchise to make sure that their Game Pass subscribers are treated wonderfully getting all of these games they want onto Game Pass. That is not my problem, or that shouldn't be your problem. At the end of the day, if you play Call of Duty and you benefit from having a Game Pass subscription because of it, that's a plus for the gamer. It may not be a plus for the company, but it's a plus for the gamer, and that is what really matters. Microsoft would need to work out what they need to work out to make profit for their platform. But at the end of the day, gamers who are on Game Pass benefit. So I don't understand why these ponies are looking at this as a win. Now let's listen to see what exactly transpired with this money being lost, this 300 million. Listen.
Call of Duty lost $300 million in sales due to Game Pass, report. Microsoft's decision to make Call of Duty Black Ops 6 a day one launch title appears to have cost the company millions. By Blair Marnell on October 6th, 2025 at 12:29 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 was the biggest selling game of the year in the United States for 2024, and it set a franchise record as well. However, the decision to make Black Ops 6 a day one launch title for Xbox Game Pass reportedly cost the Call of Duty franchise millions of dollars. According to Bloomberg, a former Microsoft employee disclosed that Call of Duty console and PC sales were $300 million lower in 2024 than they were in 2023. As previously disclosed, 82% of all Black Ops 6 sales came from PlayStation consoles.
Now, is that surprising that 82% of Call of Duty sales came from PlayStation consoles? The only option PlayStation gamers have to play Call of Duty is to buy it. There is no other option. So one could understand and deduce that here what? If they have no other means of playing Call of Duty other than buying it, it is obvious that they will get the chunk of percentage of who buy it. I mean, how this is even a talking point? I just don't understand it. Microsoft gamers have two options to play Call of Duty, either on Game Pass or they could purchase it. You understand that? If it is one platform has option of buying or playing the game on Game Pass, it is obvious that the platform that has options will not have the same amount of sales compared to the other platform that don't have any options. And if you think that Microsoft did not know that this would happen, then you have to be an idiot. Yes, if it is you think Microsoft didn't know that they would not have the same amount of sales by putting the game onto Game Pass, I don't know what to tell you. You're an idiot. But you know what's funny? These guys are quick to highlight that Microsoft would have lost 300 million, and they are saying that Microsoft is dead because they lost this 300 million, right? But did they miss when Sarah Bond said that Microsoft basically made $5 billion off of Game Pass? What about that story, guys? Microsoft is dead because they lost 300 million. So then is 300 million greater than 5 billion? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Now, if it is Microsoft is dead because they lost 300 million, well, what does that make Sony? Did you guys forget that Sony lost 400 million from Concord? Got him. Yeah, you guys forgot that it? Did you guys forget that Sony themselves said after spending $4 billion on Bungie that they didn't get a return on investment because of all the failures of Bungie? What about that? Why Sony isn't dead for first losing 400 million and then losing 4 billion? Bungie has not delivered. What about that? That's why they don't like me, guys. That is why they don't like me. Because unlike these guys, I bring facts, I bring statistics, I bring data. These guys are whack. So let me hear what you think about Sony losing 400 million and then 4 billion compared to Microsoft 300 million. Do you think Microsoft is dead? Let me know in the comment sections below. Wonderful. Next up, and finally, let's talk about Helldivers 2 not doing too well on the Xbox platform. If you go on Twitter now, you would see a number of different PlayStation faithfuls, different horses saying that here what Helldivers 2 failed on the Xbox. Why they say that? Because of what Matt Piscatella would have posted up on Blue Sky, and basically he posted up a chart like he always do, with the top 10 games bought on Xbox, and Helldivers 2, it's not on that top 10 list. And you know, a lot of ponies are saying, wow, Xbox guys don't buy games, that's why it did not make the top 10. That is ridiculous. You see, these guys, they are slow. A lot of ponies, they would have done a number of controlled substance for years, and they are slow. Now, one thing they fail to mention in their, posting of their false narratives is this. This list is ranked on dollar sales. Yes, the August 2025 top 10 best-selling games on Xbox platform list, it is ranked on dollar sales. Let me ask these ponies something. How much was Helldivers 2? Was it $70 or was it $40?
This is a sickness. It is deviant. Therefore, we don't.
So let me do some quick mathematics for you ponies. You see, if I sell 1 million games at $40, I am only making $40 million. Yeah, am I going too fast for you ponies? But guess what? If it is, I sell 700,000 of a game at $70. Do you know how much money I will get? $49 million. So in this instance here, ponies, you guys can sit down. I'm teaching you guys here now. In this instance, we are seeing 700,000 copies is greater than 1 million copies at $40. So you see the difference here, ponies? You see, because it was this chart is based on how much money each copy would have made. We see it very clear that guess what? Helldivers 2 could not chart when it comes to monetary value. Now, another reason why, I mean, this should be obvious to you ponies that, this game didn't chart is because of when this game was released. Shout out to up-and-comer here, Maze. Yes, Maze have been slapping the taste out of these ponies' mouth for weeks. I can't believe that this young lady is damaging these ponies so deviously. Listen to what Maze here, she had to break it down and explain it to some of these ponies and jabronis. Listen to what she said here. Where did anyone lie though? They said it sold over 900 copies in 6 days, which probably suggests it at least hit 1 million. But where did anyone lie and say that it sold millions and millions of copies? The data was already out there. So Maze here is correct, because what she is saying is this, that guess what? This game came out on August the 26th. And if this game came out on August the 26th, that means it only had how many days until the month ended? What, 6 days, 7 days? And guess what? How do you think a $40 game could top the charts when it comes to monetary value with other games that was out longer than it, other games that cost more money than it? Does it make sense to you guys? So with just 6 days of sales, these ponies expect to do something that Astrobot didn't do, their game of the year. Make it make sense, you ponies. Oh God, I mean, you guys are getting your teeth slapped out of your mouth today. So let me hear what you thought about this particular story. Do you think that I am capping? Do you think that, we are just coping? Let me know in the comment sections below, you ponies. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.